I'm still thinking I want to try this castle with Valgavoth again. You know, the 9/9 with flying and lifelink and ward sacrifice 3 non-land permanents. Yeah, the one that just turbos out a bunch of big scary demons that all fly. I think I want to try that again. Despite the fact my deck has barely gotten any stronger since the last time I tried my hand at it. Alright, so who's this? Somebody with a spear following me. Who's that? Kestia. Never heard of Kestia before. Okay, now I think I recognize this card. Okay, so yeah, it has to do with a lot of enchantments, clearly. Alright, hopefully just find a land that can produce white sooner or later. That works too. That also works. Okay, sure, let's play that too. Stomping Ground untapped. I'll pass. Swing with just that. I'm gonna also do the second copy of put 2 counters on something. I'll do that on Geist Age. Add green for each +1/+1 counter on Geist Age. I'll remove 2 counters. Choose Marath again. Copy the ability. Put 2 more counters here. X damage to any target, X is 1. And then do the copy directly to Kestia. Pass. Yeah, really easy considering apparently I only need to actually kill 2 creatures here. Okay, maybe I'll have to just get rid of like 1 more creature, but... I mean, like, whatever she plays, there's a good chance Fury can just kill it anyways. Or I just simply remove 1 last counter to do not just 1 but 2 damage to Kestia. Yeah, considering that was an easy opponent, I'm not expecting much in terms of good loot. If I ever play it, I don't know, a deck where I just slap a bunch of auras on like 1 or 2 creatures, I could play this as a good board wipe. Anyways, also, since we're passing by, what's in this cave? Swarm of rats. So it's a rat cave? Oh wow, 15 copies of Relentless Rats. It's 15 copies of the same card. A deck can also have any number of cards named Relentless Rats. Okay, I see. So it's basically every, like, legendary rat that was ever printed in here. Yeah, my first time seeing this card, too. Okay, it's, like, nothing really special. I'll just put Marath onto the field. Oh, wow. Just gonna pass on nothing, really? I'll just keep on building my board. And yes, I'll kill my own cat token to make a Johnny transform. Okay, but stuff actually has to die on my field for this to even make any tokens. Guess I'll play a doubling season. And make some more tokens. I can't pay the wards, so... Yeah, we're not actually gonna kill this. This turn. Can't pay the ward cost. I mean, at least my board is growing way faster than his. Alright, can I just put, like, some more charge counters on this land? I actually get to kill 2 creatures with this 0 ability, thanks to Doubling Season. Didn't think, like, yeah, the 0 ability Doubling Season, I could actually get rid of 2. Because, yeah, I'm making 2 tokens, and then that's gonna make that... Yeah, the rest of that 0 ability go off twice. Now I think everything on my board also has double strike. Yeah, that definitely looked like it had double strike, everything that it was attacking. Skull Clamp. Let's go. I was looking for this for a while now. I was looking for this. Skull Clamp, I was looking for that. That's still... I think that's... Even as a sorcery, I think that's still pretty solid all around. I think that's still pretty playable, even if it is only a sorcery. I think I already have an Underground River. It's just if we already did have one, now we have like 2 different versions of it. I think the real treasure was the Skull Clamp I just got off of. Oh wow, more Relentless Rats. If I just want to put like 40 to 50 rats in a deck and just... Yeah, now I could do that. If I just want to put like 40 to 50 rats into a deck and call it a day, now yeah, we can totally do that. Rats you control have Menace, so that means I don't have 2 creatures to block with, so I can't block at all. I just want to quickly see what this does. I've never seen this creature either. I know I say that a lot because I really haven't seen, like, most of the recent legendaries that have come out. Okay, so I guess I'll have to be on the lookout for any vehicles. Yeah, that way I can just kill the swarm of rats by giving up only 1 counter. +1/+1 and lifelink. Cannot be blocked with 1 creatures you've assigned. Rats you control a Menace. Yeah, this is still on the field, so this can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. Yeah, so clearly that doesn't work. I'll move 1/+1/+1 counter the Gaia Sage. To make Stump Stomp have this do 4 damage to this. Maybe I can't. Maybe now I can? Okay, there we go. I'll just get rid of this pilot token. And pass turn. I'm gonna give this haste, actually. Alright, attack for 5. Pack Rat. I haven't seen this in a long time, actually, Pack Rat. Okay, can I guess I can't, actually. No, I can't just yet. What if I just filter some mana? Let's just make this enter with an extra counter on it. Gain control of target... Oh, permanently. Gain control of target creature. Permanently. I can give Fauna Shaman haste. So I will. That way I can activate the ability immediately. I think we gotta wait. I think we gotta go one more turn to play this. If we can just go one more turn and keep my board intact, we'll just win with this. Alright, I guess let's go play Craterhoof Behemoth. It already has haste, anyways. So yeah, now I gotta just run over my own creature. At this point, I don't even see the point in blocking. Yeah, he's dead no matter what. No matter what he does. Yeah, no matter how many creatures you're gonna block with. Yeah, that's just way too much power toughness coming your way, Rat. Anything good in here? I just want to quickly see if there's anything good in here. All rats have fear. Sacrifice a rat, put X 1/1 black rat tokens into play, where X is the number of rats you control. Let me guess, 15 more copies of Relentless Rats? Exactly. And hopefully this one will just be a lot quicker than the other rat we were dueling. Other rats you control? Okay, at the beginning of your end step, mill 4 cards, return up to 2 rats from your graveyard to your hand. And this just gets a bunch of power toughness the more rats you play. Anyways, I'll play this hand. Pass. Player Marath turn 2. Force of Despair. What did he exile to pay for that Force of Despair, I wonder? Return target creature card and all other cards with the same name as that great card from your graveyard to your hand. I assume it's just gonna be like at least 40 plus copies of Rat Colony or something in the deck, right? Because this too, you can just play any number of it. That too, you can play as many as you want. I need 5 mana to put this back on the field. Alright, Kodama's Reach. Pass. Okay, I'll block the 4-power creature. Oh no, not more Tragic the Gathering. I'm thinking, why don't I just play this? But no, I really want to get my commander back on the field. But fortunately for me, every single one of these Rat Colonies is 1 toughness. Alright, so yeah, watch what I'm about to do here. Fury. I can do 4 damage divided as I choose, among any number of targets. All those creatures are dead. Hell, I was not expecting to do that screen with all the Eries and the really restricted space between the 2, like, insta-kill sine waves of green lava. Hell, I didn't think it was gonna do that damageless at all. I can just make my stuff indestructible. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. No, I'm honestly still surprised I managed to pull that off damageless. For real. And that should just kill him. 6/6 double strike. I think I want to continue playing Way of the M because... yeah, I think I want to continue that still. Even if the levels are starting to become a real pain in the ass, I think I still want to just finish it out soon. Yeah, we're just like, pretty much, I don't know. Yeah, there's King Boo's Castle and World 7. I have like literally a single World 7 level, and then only one world after that, the whole special zone, but for all we know, that could still maybe take upwards of like 2 more streams, depending on how I'm feeling. That really could still take a while to actually fully complete. It's, yeah, there's actually like 10 special zone levels, and they're among some of the hardest in the whole hack. More likely than not, I'm not going to be just beating that like in only an hour's time. I mean, I can always just stream for longer if I'm up to it. Relentless Rats and Relentless Rats. I guess I'll just cast this in the meantime. Where's my 4th land drop? No, really now. I'm waiting for my 4th land drop. I mean, I could tap this for 3 mana in any combination of colors, so let's do that. I think with that, I could just eke out a Fury. Let's get rid of... Let's see. I'm just deciding what I want to take off of the field. I'll just do these two. 2 damage to each. Okay, so I have to discard a card. I don't even have any snowlands currently to stick this onto, so I'll just discard it. Still stuck on 3 lands. I think I'm gonna be putting all my eggs in one basket at this point. Move all my +1/+1 counters on a Fury. And really just hope this doesn't die or anything. Okay, we can make 6 mana in any combination of colors. I'll play Elesh Norn. Hopefully that can start to just cripple his board by just giving everything -2/-2. Pfft, 16 damage in one shot. Play Sol Ring. Oh wow, it can make 8 mana with Selvala. Let's do that. Just enough for a Craterhoof Behemoth. Yeah, and that's how you do it when you're stuck on 3 lands. Oh, I just got my 46th copy of Relentless Rats. Graceful Antelope. Planeswalk can't be blocked if defending player controls a plains that can transform lands into plains. Ratcatcher. Yeah, if I want to play a bunch of rats in one deck, make all of them just get like +1/+1 for each charge counter on Door of Destinies, that could be funny too. I already know. Oh, now it's rat colonies. I thought it was gonna be like another 15 copies of the Relentless Rats. Now it's rat colonies. And I'm guessing it's going to be more rat colonies in here as well. Exactly. There's still three more duelists in here. I'm seeing a lot of, yeah, like new creatures I've never seen before still. I'm seeing a lot of new legendaries I've never seen before. Well, I guess I could maybe at least play something, right? I don't even have double green, so I can't even cast this right now, apparently. Cryptolith, right. And then I'll just play a Johnny. Each creature that isn't an insect, rat, spider, or squirrel gets -1/-1 for each. Alright, I basically just lost my entire board. I was already really struggling to set up here, and now I'm just gonna lose my entire board anyways. Already struggling due to lack of lands, and then I have my board wiped. All that kind of just came out of nowhere, too. Okay, then. Because I can tap these for mana of any color as if they were lands, I'll be able to just get Primeval Titan out. Alright, now a shortage of mana is not going to be a problem anymore. But what I now need to do is figure out how to pick apart this board. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just seeing how much mana I can produce. Because I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, okay, maybe I can do something with this here. Maybe I can search for something with this to just let me win the game, or completely, like, obliterate his board. Play Marath. I'll play Rofellos even. -2/-2 until end of turn, you say? I have one on... Actually, let's see what I can do here. In response, I'll just move 2 +1/+1 counters here. Yeah, in response. And then I'll go put some more lands onto the battlefield. Since I have Rofellos out, where's my Yavimaya Cradle of Growth? What's blocking it? This 6/1. In response. 1 damage to Swarm of Rats in response. Okay, attacking for 9, and for 9 only. I can survive. I can tank 9 damage. On thin ice. I'll get rid of the 11/11 with on thin ice. With all the extra lands I've got now, I should be able to cast Rocco for a very high value of X. Specifically, I want X to be 7 so I can pull this out. Everything on his board gets -2/-2 now. Okay, but then I gotta figure out what we're doing about this, too. Honestly, it's not like I can do anything else right now. I don't think I need to do much else at the moment anyways. Don't even really need to do a whole lot of anything else anyways. I'll just attack like this. So the 7/6 is blocking the 5/3. I'll do 1 damage to the 7/6. Okay, just gonna play a Thought Vessel. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we totally have this. At the beginning of your upkeep, lose 1 life and return a creature card from your graveyard to play. Gains haste until end of turn, remove it from the game at end of turn. Create X 1/1 black rat creature tokens that can't block, and creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. Let's see who this is gonna be. Nashi Moon's Legacy. Menace Ward 1. Whenever this attacks, exile up to 1 target legendary or rat card from your graveyard and copy it. You may cast the copy. I'm gonna try this hand. A little risky, I could just potentially stop drawing lands entirely and then be done for. Okay, at least this is gonna help. Okay, now I just assume I'm going to be fine. I'll just play a Kodama's Reach. At this point, we'll just do that. Okay, I'm gonna specifically make sure I produce red off of this. Three damage there. So this transforms when the enchanted creature dies into this land. Menace, so I'm not allowed to block with just the barrier. Pass. Okay. I'll just play Wood Elves. Eight damage there. Ooh, have to discard one card. Okay, now I probably just straight up win the game. I'm just like seeing, like, did I get anything really good here? I got Thoughtcast, that's decent in the right deck. Another 15 copies of Rat Colony. Maronar. Okay, I've seen this one like maybe like 15-20 minutes ago. Okay, he just starts with an extra creature. He starts with that one extra creature, apparently. Ooh. I am not gonna play this hand. That's my only land. I'm not gonna do that one. Anyways, let's hope this hand is going to work a little better. I mean, that is just so good when paired with Marath. I gotta just keep it on top of the deck. Even if it means I don't draw a land. Let's block the creature I'm able to block. Come on, draw land. Sol Ring. I'm gonna probably play this next turn. Yep, Kodama's Reach. And then since it did not play a land this turn, just put this one on the field. I don't know, I'm kind of just playing what I can right now. I can just block this, can't I? Oh, this is after declare blockers, right? Yeah, that's after, like, blockers were declared. Plateau. And now I suddenly have, like, 7 mana to work with total. I think I'll start with a Beast Whisperer. And now every single time I play a creature, I'll just draw another card because of this. So now I can start actually building a board here. I think I'll just go with a Johnny here. Do 1 damage to my own Cat Warrior token. Turn him into a Planeswalker. And then use this ability to kill that. I'll just put another creature onto the battlefield. Pass turn. Craterhoof Behemoth. Let's just cast it. And attack with everybody. Yeah, we're gonna win. Started off slow, and then I just started turboing out creatures with the help of Beast Whisperer, and then Craterhoof Behemoth just to end the game. Start with Swarm of Rats on the battlefield. Cockatrice, that's old school. Okay, there's some more loot in the back. Let me go see what's in the back here I can pick up. Discard a card, counter target spell if it has the exact same converted mana cost as the discarded card. I don't even think I'm gonna even attempt to try. I'm not even gonna try to make this work. No thanks. I'm not even gonna try to make that work. And that's actually halfway decent. I still don't think I'm gonna have enough space in my deck to fit it in there, but that's alright. And then there's just some more money back there. Oh, I completely forgot about this guy, so I should also get a reward from... I should also get a reward from Ink Eyes here. If you gain life, destroy all creatures instead, otherwise all creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. Damn, that could be a really good board wipe. Excellent job. Yeah, indeed. Excellent job indeed. Yeah, is here or... Okay, this is not exactly where I was hoping to go, but... I'm just thinking, let's stop by, because have I been to this town yet? I'm not even sure. If I have not yet been here, I might as well stop by, see if there's anything good for sale. Yeah, I can definitely stop to look around a bit. Got some really old booster packs here. I'm gonna pick up 2 of Alliances. I suppose I'll pick up 2 of those while I'm here. I was gonna pick up Darksteel again, but oh, wait, I already have Skull Clamp. One of the legendary rats dropped that when I beat him. So yeah, now, unless there's something else really good out of Darksteel to go and pull for, but Skull Clamp is really the first thing that comes to mind. I mean, especially in a deck that's easily capable of just making a bunch of 1/1s. No-brainer to put that in such a deck. So I bought a few more booster packs. I guess let's open them. Is that supposed to be my rare? Lodestone Bauble. I don't know, I think it was supposed to be my rare. Force of Will. I'm guessing this is this my rare? Put the top card of your graveyard on the bottom of your library. Force of Will. Okay, that's a really impressive to pull. Precisely what I was looking for from my Alliances packs. Let's get a Force of Will into our collection. So yeah, if I go and make any old blue deck, this is gonna be an auto-include. Just throw this into pretty much any blue deck. It's a 0-mana counterspell. It can be a 0-mana counterspell if you have like an extra blue card in hand to exile, so... We got Force of Will, we have to play it. There might be something else interesting in these packs that I just completely forgot about. Swamp Mosquito. If it attacks and isn't blocked, target defending player gets a poison counter. Yeah, for some reason I want to play poison counters. Okay, I guess that's a way to just get, like, cards off the... Yeah, get maybe, like, bad stuff, like, out of the top 3 cards of my library, and if I want to just do this to the opponent, like, get rid of, like, their best 2, like, good cards off the top of their deck. 3 mana, though, every time I want to activate the ability. Spending 3 mana every single time I want to do the ability, though, it's a little steep. Alright. Something a little bit more... But no, even then, this is still really old. A little bit more modern, but this is still very, very old. he a Dawnbringer? I think I'll hold on to this. Only because I have like a few cards with good landfall triggers, I think I'll hold on to Harrow as well. I don't believe I've set foot in here yet. Old Phyrexia holdouts. So, what do you have to say here? Hey now, I'm not one of them, I'm a defector. Let's say I believe you. Something about it. Old Phyrexians from the Yawgmoth era. They absolutely need to die before they spread. So yeah, just defeat these 5 guys. I'll come back later. I can come back later and start fighting them. Why don't I just also quickly put Skullclamp into this deck? Since now I actually have one. Pretty often finding myself, like, with not a single snowland to actually stick this on to be able to use it. A shame, though, because, yeah, 1 mana to get rid of one of my opponent's creatures. Otherwise, how could I say no to that? Otherwise, we can't really say no to that now, can we? Oh, I forgot I picked this up, like, not too long ago as well. Lose only 1 life to an unblocked creature. I'm simply gonna try and just, yeah, have as many creatures out on the battlefield as possible anyways. I'm already trying to just play a bunch of creatures in this deck anyways. Okay, this could give my attacking creatures Death Touch. And every single time one of my creatures does combat damage to a player, I just draw a card. I have a doubling season already anyways. But this has lifelink if I need to just gain some life. I have this to double tokens, and this to also double tokens. Yeah, something's gotta go. Leaning towards just cutting something that costs like 4 or more mana to play. Let's see if this is gonna be viable for... Let's see if this is gonna be viable here. See if this works against Valgavoth this time. Yeah, I've lost 3 best 2 out of 3s on a road to him so far. One land in my hand. It's gonna come in tapped. Sol Ring, Birds of Paradise. Otherwise, it's a pretty good hand. But I don't want to risk just getting stuck on 1 land the entire game. Otherwise, it's a nice hand. Sacrifice Chromatic Sphere, turn 1 mana of any kind into 1 mana of any color. Filter that into green so I can just play... I'll play Cryptolith right immediately. And then from here, I believe I have to just pass. Play Marath. And then play Wall of Blossoms. Yeah, with this in the way, no point in really attacking now. I can just produce more mana, but what am I gonna really do with it? I guess besides just play Marath over and over. Or maybe just make a bunch of tokens or something, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I want to get this into the graveyard somehow, so I can then put it back into the command zone. Alright, I guess just pass. Go for the throat. So I'm gonna lose my creature here. That's where I'm getting a bunch of my mana from, and I'm gonna lose it. Ooh, Craterhoof Behemoth. I just wish I had more creatures to just flood the board with. But I think with Marath we can start getting to work on that. Hopefully I'm not going to be met with a board wipe the next turn. And then just simply hope there's no board wipe the turn after. Because if there isn't, I could just potentially push through for a lot of damage with just Craterhoof and a few tokens here. I'll just pay 3 life. I still have a lot of life to work with. Whip of Erebos, that just gives all this stuff lifelink. Can I play stuff off the top of my deck? Creatures and lands. I might as well do some damage to my opponent still. Put Marath back into the command zone. Just gonna leave behind another LML token. Crypt Ghast. Just block here. And then block like this. He's all the way up. He's up to 63 life. Ooh, Colonian Hydra. Just gonna start turboing stuff out from the top of my deck here. I don't know how much time I got before he just pulls a board wipe and just wipes my entire board. I don't know how much time I still got. Really don't know how much time there still is. How much power toughness is everything gonna gain here? Because if I play this, I want to be sure it's gonna be enough to kill him. I want to have no doubts in my mind that kills him. I think maybe if I can just outlast one more turn, I think I'll try and hold on for one more turn at this point. Attack with whatever we can here. Okay, I'll still take, like... I'll still do 10 damage to him. That's a 5-3, and this is a 5-5. Oh, it flies. Of course. So this I'm not going to be blocking at all. Am I still alive? Looks like we are still alive. What's the top of my deck looking like? I'm just gonna play Craterhoof Behemoth right now, and hopefully this is gonna put enough power onto my board that I can just kill him in one shot. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be going in with so much power that even though he's on 60 plus life, this is still gonna one-shot him. This won't die, but I think the trample damage is still gonna go through. I had way more damage than I had way more than what I needed. Skull Clamp, Umezawa's Jite, Flage. I have a lot of good cards in my hand here. That's a pretty nice looking hand all around. What I am worried about though is maybe being short on land. That could, yeah, that would definitely just completely ruin me, being short on land. I might as well still spend the mana and put something onto the field. He's getting a really fast start. I'm just trying to find my lands right now. I'm attempting to find my lands here. I have 3 mana. Nothing more, nothing less. Or I can just get this off the field. And gain a bit of life, too. Okay, I have to sacrifice my one creature. Maybe this won't be so bad anymore. I know this is definitely letting him play stuff like 2 turns ahead of schedule, so maybe I should remove it from the field. I don't know. Maybe that should go away. I'll just play Marath. Put Skull Clamp on the field and Marath is already dead. Now there's this on the field. Play a Bloom Tender. Path to exile this. What? Counter Path to Exile. Not of this world. Counter Path to Exile. I was absolutely not expecting to see that. That was the last thing I had on my mind right there. Alright, pass. Can do nothing else. Yeah, there's no way I'm winning this one. How am I gonna get all this stuff off the field, which is... Okay, 5 mana at most. Now I have to also deal with my own Questing Beast. And then there's just the fact that I can't have a single creature stay on the field. He just has a removal spell for everything I play. I was, like, basically not able to keep Marath on the field, get into much ramp, or anything. Well, at least I'm gonna go first this time around. At least this time I get to go first. Keep my hand. Yes, we'll try this. I'll then play Marath afterwards, and this should just get a counter on it, and then can start tapping for mana. I'll just grab a plateau here, and then I think we'll do... What will we do here? Actually, what will we do? If I do... I can't play this right away. Actually, no, I can't do that immediately. I'd like to, but no. And this is probably gonna die immediately anyways. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I guess not. I guess not immediately, at least. A Johnny. I'm just gonna play a Johnny. And have Marath kill my own cat token, which will turn a Johnny into his Planeswalker form immediately. Make another cat token because I have another red permanent other than a Johnny. 5 damage to this guy, kill it. Attack for 4. And now I gotta sacrifice all kinds of my creatures. Okay, but then it's gonna go back to me, at least. I still have him here. Since this is indestructible, I'll just do the damage to his face. doubling season. Let's just, I guess, double up on our counters here. Pass. Hopefully I still have a board. Alright, I'll still have a board for next turn. Good. Okay, I think I want to get this off the field. I think. I think we'll do... Make an elemental. Doubled by doubling season. Make 2 cat tokens. Because of doubling season. Each one of them is going to make Ajani do 7 damage to something. Both of those are gone. X is 1, and then... Because I just want Marath to start getting more counters on it. Gives me... Yeah, it gives me more options. This gives me more options. X is going to be 2 now. Target itself. Yeah, giving myself more options here. By increasing its counters. X... Okay, I'll do... Move 1 counter to Gyre Sage. I'm trying to just increase my options here as best I can. Six damage. Whip of Erebos. Block. Exile my graveyard, I don't really care. Jet Medallion, then back to me. And look what I just top-decked. And that's what I just ended up top-decking. Craterhoof Behemoth. We'll do damage to the face twice with the Ajani Nacatl Avenger. 18 damage, just like that. We just hit him for 18. And apparently because this can make like 3... That's gonna produce 3 mana. And I have at least like 5 lands. I can just drop a Craterhoof. And then that's gonna be game. Everything here is like 12 plus power. And finally I beat Valgavoth. I really hope I get some good loot for all that. Adds 1 starting life. Mask of Valgavoth. You can cast off the top of your library by sacrificing a non-land permanent. I'm guessing my tokens count as non-land permanents, right? I could just make random tokens and then sack them to play off the top of my deck. Landscape Sketchbook Odyssey. That's a lot of gold. Pay 2 life, sacrifice a creature. And draw cards equal to sacrifice creature's power. Once this, of course, has enough charge counters on it. I want to see what else I won. This can just make a 10/10 token every turn. Tap target green creature. really pretty looking sapphire medallion. Okay, another card that just makes it so the opponent can't gain any life. If I want to play mono black myself, this would be a pretty nice, solid inclusion to double up on mana from swamps. As the great demon is slain, the whole church shadows around you beginning to slowly collapse. A gasp out of you. Final words. Impossible. I am fear itself. Ironically, panic is evident in the demon's final words. Oh, okay. Even more loot. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Interesting. It's a really fancy looking enduring tenacity. Fear of lost teeth. Friendly Teddy. Bear friends are great to share secrets with, like where the matches are, or how to find a human heart. Manifest dread. Manifest dread. Exactly what it says on the tin. Is this gonna be another, yeah, what looks like a booster pack of Duskmourn. Oh, that's neat. Another copy of Enduring Tenacity. I can assure you I don't need multiples. It's not like the rats where I can play as many as I want. Overlord of the Boiler Bilges. Every time it enters or attacks, does 4 damage to any target. And we got Impending 4 if we just pay 4 mana instead of 6. It enters as, yeah, it still enters, but it's not a creature until 4 turns are up. Screaming Nemesis. Once this does damage to an opponent with its second effect, they can't gain life for the rest of the game. Yeah, can shut off life gain permanently with this. Alright, let's get out of this church full of blood. Used to be full of demons, but apparently, yeah, now they're all dead. Yeah, just beat them all up. Place begins to slowly collapse. No, that still seems to be standing. There's just nothing left to really do in there. Nothing left to really do in there. I've beaten everyone inside. Yeah, we just already beat them all up. Yeah, I started that the night before, and then kind of got stuck on Valgavoth. Yeah, he was actually a real pain. What is this castle over here? While we're speaking of, like, high-tier dungeons. What's this one over here got inside? Looks like a giant pyramid. Castle Voldaren. It looks like there's some shops here. Looks like there's some shops here, interestingly enough. Okay, I have to defeat her before even getting to see what's for sale in those shops. I have to defeat Anj Falconwrath first. Assuming I'm even pronouncing her name right. Okay, this does fly. So does this. Of course, play the commander. I'll take 1 damage. Play Marath immediately. And then try and start going to town with Gorgon's Head giving it Death Touch. Whenever you cycle or discard a card, you may pay 1 to make the opponent lose 2 life and for her to gain 2 life. Equip Gorgon's Head to Marath. And then 1 damage to Anja or Anya. Or Anj. Pass turn. Whenever enchanted player draws a card, they lose 2 life and you gain 2 life. Sure. Okay, I do want to get this off the field. Yeah, sadly, I pretty much have to just, like, completely tap out for a turn, but... I'll put that, yeah, let's just put that Mirari's Wake on the field. And then from, yeah, next turn onwards... Should not really have to worry about running out of mana anymore. Everything's now gonna tap for twice as much mana as normal, all these lands. Play Elesh Norn. One damage here. I'll leave an attack with the Birds of Paradise for 3. Craterhoof Behemoth. Yep, I got this. Yeah, we totally got this. Yeah, it just gets better and better. If there are 10 or more creature cards total in all graveyards, Avatar of Woe costs 6 less to cast. And can just casually tap, destroy target creature every single turn, can't be regenerated. If damage would be dealt to Phaedra Hydra, instead put that many +1/+1 counters on it. Interesting. I just wish it didn't cost 5 mana. Okay, I'm seeing a bunch of vampires for sale. What about here? Packed with Terror. Innistrad, Innistrad, Innistrad. Dark Ascension, Innistrad, Innistrad. Yeah, it's basically just... yeah, everything from Innistrad. Like the plane of Innistrad. Okay, I meant to go into my inventory to crack some packs. Yeah, I believe this gives, like, yeah, itself and another creature double strike. That's pretty cool. Ooh, Blood Artist. Entreat the Angels, which I already have. I'll keep the Blood Artist. Every time a creature dies, I can make my opponent lose 1 life and gain 1 life. Maybe I'll one day play a deck that's... Maybe I'll find myself playing a deck that would love to have Blood Artist in it. Crater of Behemoth, which I already have. And now if I didn't already pull one of these, that would be amazing if I didn't pull one already. Demonic Rising and Infinite Reflection. Yeah, if I have the strongest creature on the battlefield, I could just draw an extra card every single turn. But yeah, I need to have a creature to attach this to, and it needs to stay on the field. Okay, it could destroy an artifact, enchantment, and a land. For 6 mana, though, that's really steep. Creatures with flying can't block creatures you control. That is interesting. Oh no, I think I'd rather just play cards that just kill my opponent's creatures outright, rather than just simply only make them unable to block. Oh, I'm getting 2 basic lands in this pack for some reason. Okay, in a red deck that can just vomit out a bunch of creatures. Okay, I believe I happen to be playing such a deck already. Do damage to target creature or player equal to 3 times the number of creatures you tap this way. Discard your hand, draw 2 cards. How many packs of this have I opened? I was looking everywhere for this guy. I must have ripped open at least like 15 packs of this. Finally found Nightshade Peddler. Soul Bond this to Marath, and now both this and Marath, but more importantly, my commander's gonna have Death Touch. You know, the one that has the ability to just pay 1 mana, do 1 damage to any target. Oh, I also got a Terminus. It's also a pretty good board wipe. I mean, especially if you get to cast it for the miracle cost. Oh, really, how many packs of this did I open? I might as well just still open the rest of them. Cathar's Crusade. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Okay, so for every little, like, 1/1 elemental dude that I make, it's gonna become a 2/2, and then... Not only that, let's just say I spend a counter to make a 1/1 elemental token. I get the counter back immediately from this, and then the token's gonna become a 2/2. And then if I make another, that token is gonna become a 2/2, and then the one I made just before is gonna become a 3/3, and it's just going to... It's going to just snowball out of control. It's gonna completely snowball. Yeah, my deck's really good at just spamming creatures, so this is gonna have to be an auto-include. I wasn't even looking for this, but yeah, this is gonna be a really, like, a perfect fit for my deck. Was not even looking for it. And then I just remembered as soon as I saw it, oh wait, this exists. This is like pretty much an auto-include in just about any Marath deck, really. And we're even gonna get a Restoration Angel. Hitting a lot of good cards in this set. I mean, after buying like 15 packs, it's like, what do you expect? We better hit something good after just spending this much money on it. And a Cavern of Souls. I'm pretty sure I picked one up already, just not the original printing of it. Now I can just choose between the version of Cavern of Souls I own and this one. I can just pick which variant I want to run on my deck. Okay, I can't really play the church organ or anything. Okay, now if you excuse me, I have some improvements to make to the deck. Now I gotta take 2 cards out of the deck. I think I'll sideline this. But yeah, you better believe I absolutely need to play Cathar's Crusade. Put that in the sideboard. Yeah, I do already own a Cavern of Souls, as you can see. Oh, apparently I own 2 Doors of Destinies. I'm just going to keep the cooler looking one. I also own 2 Boros Garrisons. 5, I believe they're all different versions of Command Tower. Yeah, 5 very different versions of Command Tower. Also, 2 different versions of Tormod's Crypt. I'm gonna keep the one from the really old school one, from the Dark. Also, why am I not putting this in my deck yet? Probably for like when I'll probably put Blacker Lotus back in if I actually need it. Because I'm assuming like once you actually like tear the card into pieces, it's gone forever. I mean, that would at least balance the effect out. Use it once, it's gone forever. So yeah, I definitely made the right call to step inside this castle. The bride of the hour, Olivia Voldaren herself, twirls through the air ahead, the train of her majestic crimson dress trailing far behind her. Ever since my castle was brought to this accursed place, my husband-to-be has taken over. It's simply infuriating. A veritable queen, such as myself, reduced to the role of mere second fiddle. Unfortunately for you, I have a tendency to eat my feelings. Okay, that's her, right? Yep. Bride's gown and something to do with groom's finery. An additional +2, 0+2 in first strike as long as an equipment named groom's finery is attached to a creature you control. I guess that's in her deck somewhere. Yeah, let's see, like, when I actually draw into, like, one of the new cards I just put into my deck. Yeah, let's see when I find Nightshade Peddler or Cathar's Crusade. I think this hand is looking a little top-heavy right now. Because when I play Marath, I'll just draw 3 cards from Terra Symbiosis. I don't know why we want to turn stuff into artifacts. Okay, absolutely play this as a land. I'm just gonna throw some more creatures onto the battlefield and say go. Okay, at least I'm slowing her down now a little bit. And now then. Terra Symbiosis, I'll draw 3 cards. I'm gonna just make Flache go and kill the 4-1. Alright, let's also squeeze out a Kodoma's Reach, because apparently I have the mana to do so. And then from there... pass turn. Anyways, what is this doing on the field? Okay, I'm pretty sure Maha just makes all my creatures a base toughness 1. I'll just give her the other card. Well, now I can give Marath Death Touch. Both have Death Touch. So look at this. X is 1. Actually, since I actually took a bit of time to read Olivia's text box, I'm just gonna do damage here. Oh wait, She still does have a legendary vampire on her field. Source of Plowshares. Not anymore. Okay, play a Colonian Hydra. Draw 4 more cards. Oh, Lightning Greaves. Attach the Colonian Hydra. And attack for 12. Okay, I'm gonna lose a bunch of creatures. This is going to die. This is going to die. I really thought I was losing more stuff. Okay, I have 7 mana. I'll just play this. How many cards am I going to be able to draw from Terra Symbiosis? I think I drew like 4 more or something. Still plenty. Play a Skull Clamp, and then discard 1 of my cards here. Yeah, I guess it should go without saying. I have nothing to worry about here. Okay, I have to still repeat this one more time. It's a best 2 out of 3. I'm gonna keep my hand. City of Brass, Elves. Pass turn. This can't be blocked this turn. Actually, first I think I'll just play my Lightning Greaves. Just block with the Flying Hover Barrier. Yeah, just something to sit behind. I don't know, I think we're going to be playing Primeval Titan maybe like turn 4 at this rate. Instead of anything else. I think I'll just be playing this first. At the rate we're going. Okay, just so you have Shroud, so you can't be targeted by anything. I'll have just enough mana to get this on the field. And yes, use the ability. Move the Lightning Greaves over to Prime Time. And now it can also just attack. It's got haste. Can attack immediately. And with that, let me just go get 2 more lands onto the battlefield. I'll just block with the Hover Barrier. Alright, let's just go and fetch. Let's go crack all these fetch lands. Just really thin my deck out a bunch. Oh, I still have Bramble Sovereign in my deck. I guess I didn't cut it after all. Okay, also, interestingly enough, I can copy this. Yeah, I guess we're gonna copy it. Alright, so attack and just put another 2 lands onto my battlefield. Just get 2 more lands into play. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Nice. Draw a card, create a treasure token, or create a 2/2 black zombie druid. Okay, this is just getting better and better. Well, let's just still go and crack my fetch lands. Let's get those onto the battlefield still. Okay, let's play Marath. Terra Symbiosis is gonna let me draw 3 cards. No sense in copying a legendary creature. I'll swing with just these 2. Get even more lands out of my deck. Four more charge counters, and then this can start making green mana for every creature I control. Passing on nothing, wow. I'll move all 3 counters to something else. Okay, something that doesn't have Shroud. And then this will let me draw 3 more cards. Oh wow, Craterhoof Behemoth. Can I even... do I have enough mana to copy it? I think I do. I even have the mana to copy it. This is gonna be a slam dunk. Doing a lot of damage here is all I can say. Like, a lot of damage. It's just now I have to go and manually assign all the trample damage. Get out of here, Olivia. Yep, goodbye. Oh, Sword of Fire and Ice. That's a really nice looking Sword of Fire and Ice. And I'm also gonna win every single version of Olivia that was ever printed. Yeah, every one that was ever printed. Balefire Dragon. So just by simply attacking my opponent with it and hitting them for 6, it basically just obliterates their board, because a lot of creatures just typically have like 6 or less toughness. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, create a 6/6 red dragon creature token with flying. Oh, I got another Raucous Theater. Temple of Malice. Anime vampire waifu. What does this card even do exactly? Okay, I guess it just gets big by sacrificing creatures and artifacts. Also gains lifelink if you sacrifice the treasure. Okay, I guess you just want to basically increase our power. Yeah, let's fight another vampire noble. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty much all the vampire legends here, I believe. I'm gonna try this hand. Alright, so let's just go fetch. Play a Gorgon's Head and pass. Enchanted land has tap, pay 1 life, draw a card. Oh. Reliable, repeatable card advantage. Unless the land or the enchantment gets destroyed. Yeah, repeatable card advantage. Sure. This card is gonna search up another card I've never heard of before. Sure. Just let me get some more lands. That's 3 power, and then this is 2. I'm blocking the 3/3. I'll give this the Gorgon's Head and pass. Just block with the Hover Barrier and then... Okay, so this also just doubles up on mana from swamps. I see. So from here, I think I'll just play this guy. And now I'm just gonna start killing a few creatures with Marath's ping ability, plus it having Death Touch. But then I would believe I'm out of mana, so I have to stop. Oh, this has First Strike? I completely forgot already that this has First Strike. Knowing that, I definitely would not have attacked. I'll just play Marath again. Still need, like, to spend 2 mana to re-equip it with the Gorgon's Head. Yeah, that's my entire turn. Cathar's Crusade. Yeah, I was wondering when I was going to draw into this. Let's just make a 1/1 token. And then put a +1/+1 counter on that and every other creature I control. Oh, Basilisk Caller. X damage to any target. I'm just gonna aim at the... I'll just aim at the Champion of Dusk. Pass. I spent most of the available mana I had just to put the Cathar's Crusade onto the battlefield. That cost 5 just to put onto the field. Oh wow, Mirari's Wake. Or I guess we'll cast that too. I'll create another 1/1 token. I'll go make another. Running low on mana again. Probably because I spent most of it just to put this on the field. X damage to any target. X is 1. And then I'll do damage here. What is he casting here? What ability is he activating here? Yeah, we got him at this point. Oh, now I'm gonna give all my stuff. How many creatures is it? 1, 2, 3... 7 creatures. If I just make 2 more guys, then all my stuff has double strike as well. Yeah, to believe this started out as a 1/1. Let me just see what else I won here. I can make both me and my opponent sacrifice a land. When Toxic Scorpion enters the battlefield, another creature you control gains Death Touch until end of turn. Only for 1 turn, though. I mean, if I really need that many more ways to give Marath Death Touch, then I guess there's another. Alright, who's down here? Henrico. Alright. Just waiting for that land to come that can make green. If all else fails, I can just, yeah, filter mana through this. And then Wood Elves can get me to my forest. Yeah, that filter mana can really come in handy sometimes. Alright, sacrifice Wood Elves. I'll just get this off the field. Oh wow, okay. Skull Clamp. This just gets better and better. I'm just gonna make Marath grow larger still. Attack for 7. I'm gonna make 2 tokens. So if I Skull Clamp to kill one of them, because they're gonna get +1, -1, it's gonna die and I'll just draw 2 cards. Oh neat, a Lightning Greaves. This now has haste. Okay, I used the wrong ability on Marath. I was supposed to put counters on it, I accidentally killed it. Activated the wrong ability. Pass. We both have to sacrifice 2 creatures. I don't even know when this came onto the battlefield, honestly. Okay, recast Marath. Let's try and start making a board again. Okay, yeah, it's the first ability I want to use here. With the remaining mana, I'll just make 2 guys. Yeah, take 2. Play a Cathar's Crusade. And now let's just watch this spiral out of control. Yeah, I'll make another, like, I'll activate it again. X is 1, and we'll actually get 2 1/1 tokens because this is doubling it. I think I still have 1 mana up. Okay, I just better not be met with a board wipe here. A little late to be destroying that now. A little late to get rid of that. Oh, I'm gonna give all my stuff double strike. Because this has to be easily at least 9 creatures on the field. This is at least, like, 9 creatures for sure. All this is now gonna have double strike, too. Yeah. Ulvenwald Hydra. Is this any good? Okay, I can go let me go get any land card out of my deck. Power toughness each equal to the number of lands I control. Has reach. I think I can do better than this. Alright, I guess we'll just pick up a bit of money and mana shards here. Less impressive when you were the one on the menu. Anyways, I think I just want to also go and sell a bunch of my cards. I'm just going to teleport back to... because I do have some reputation here. Some positive reputation, so I'll get a bit more money for selling the cards here. Just going to offload some more of my stuff. 13,000 more gold. And we have like almost 1,000 cards in our collection here too. Might be time to just start getting rid of some of the cards that like are just really like suboptimal. Anything I just don't think I'm gonna need, it might be just time to get rid of now. I'm thinking probably some of like just the like lower rarity lands. I'm just gonna get rid of at this rate. Yeah, because maybe I could gain life with this if I need a way to gain life. I have enough ways to just pump all my creatures with my current deck. More than enough ways to give them lots of power and toughness boosts. I still have Hogak, and I'm doing absolutely... I'm not even trying to do anything with it. Because, apparently right now I don't need to. I don't really need to right now. I also have this and I'm not even playing it. Jace the Mind Sculptor, and I'm also doing absolutely nothing with it. Almost every other version of Jin Gitaxias that I can think of, I also have. I'm pretty sure, yes. If I scroll down far enough, you're gonna see, like, 40 plus copies of Rat Colony. You're gonna see at least 40 copies of Rat Colony, and then 40 copies of Relentless Rats. Perfect for people who actually love those kinds of decks. Okay, I can assure you I don't need, like, 2 copies of Sign in Blood. A random copy of Snapping Drake. Don't know why that's there. Two copies of Temple of Silence. Why do I have 2? What am I doing with 2 of these? I haven't even been playing the first one that I got my hands on. Why would I still have 2? Anyways, we still have like 888 cards. Was there anything good in here to buy? Token of Insight grants a token in the special slot with 2, sack, scry 1, then draw. So permanent shard token to start with. Oh, but I lose 3 life if I put this on. This I don't lose any life if I put it on. And it's a permanent clue token. 68,000 gold though. But I'm pretty sure if I just go take like another quest or 2 in the capital city, I can just come back with more reputation and then the items should be cheaper. Nearly impossible means doable. Defeat the 3 greatest and I have legendary treasures for you. The Lord High Artificer Urza, the Mad Enchanter Zur, the Sovereign of the Deep Kiora. If you can defeat them and show me all the relics they once had, I will give you a knowledge and power untold. Not gonna give me any hints as to where they are. I guess I'll have to find them myself. I don't know, why don't I just also buy some, like, islands? Landscape Sketchbook, Beatdown box set. Landscape Sketchbook, Hour of Devastation. I guess let me see what these ones look like. I think I need to go into, yeah, add basic lands here. Oh, I have Unstable. I don't even remember where I got Unstable from, but these look pretty nice. Odyssey we also have. Innistrad. And this is the one, yeah, this is what we start with. How do I actually go into my inventory and use it? I still don't see it anywhere in here just yet. Oh, I must be doing something wrong. I'll take one of these, like, planes, put it in my deck. Alright, let's leave town and see if I even remember that I was on this quest to go and find. So it's Zur, the Enchanter, Kiora, whatever version of Kiora we're going to be finding, and yeah, Artificer Urza. I'm just gonna go head on over to these 3 castles and see if maybe at least one of them is in the vicinity. Okay, I have somebody here I'm gonna have to duel. Alright, let's just do this, I guess. Pass. Might as well. Okay, so I'll go and play a doubling season. Okay, the first ability, and X is gonna be 2. X is gonna be 3 this time. Yeah, I'm just simply doubling up on counters, so now I'm just making +1/+1 counters out of thin air. Ooh, Colonian Hydra. Alright, so attack for 8. But yeah, anyways, I still win. I got another variant of Dark Ritual. The War in Heaven. A Barbarian General with Horsemanship. A 3/2 for 5 with Horsemanship. Barbarian tribes with their rulers are inferior to Chinese states without them. I don't know, something's just telling me Confucius doesn't really like barbarians or something. We got a castle over here. We have this dungeon here. Wizard Palace. We have a castle here. The Fallen Blue Castle. I think I've already beaten up like 1 or 2 guys inside here. I've already defeated 2 guys inside. And this is just the place where I can just buy mythics. Okay, there's Cabal Coffers. That's amazing in a mono black deck. Or pair with the land that makes every land a swamp. Okay, so this comes in with X counters on it, and then when it dies, leaves behind a bunch of treasure tokens. And is that Necro Dominance? Sure, just pay any amount of life to draw that many cards at the end step, but... Maximum hand size is 5. Every single card that will go into your graveyard that gets exiled instead. I know it's a worse Necropotence, but that is still playable. Sheoldred the Apocalypse. Maybe like the most, maybe quite possibly like the most pushed 4-drop ever. I mean, I know I said this about Questing Beast. Yeah, this and Questing Beast. Some of the craziest things you can get for just 4 mana. If I want to play Kalia of the Vast. could totally play that too, if I just pick it up now. Dragon Lord Dromoka. Opponents can't cast spells during your turn. Flying lifelink. Creature tokens you control have haste. And then I don't feel like reading the rest of that. Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger. Progenitus. Razaketh the Foul-Blooded. Yeah, when you have access to a shop that gives only mythics, you're bound to find some really good stuff for sale when it's just all mythics. Dark Confidant. Really feel like I could just build the dream collection from these shops. So yeah, anyways, I guess until next time. For now, I'm just gonna save and then take a break. I mean, I also want to just go and look at those cards I just bought, but that could be for another day. See what I could do with the cards I just picked up, but that's for some other day.